such a good leader. Huh, I wonder what this button does. That was disappointing. I was hoping something cool would happen.
Live from Badger High School, it's IWS Today! It's IWS Today! With Mr. Kiefer! And starring Mr. Clock! Ladies and gentlemen, it's IWS Today! Now your hosts, Mr. Kiefer and Mr. Clock! Good morning and happy Friday. I'm Mr. Kiefer.
And I'm Mr. Block, and this is IWS Today. It's really cold in here, Mr. Kiefer.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the Cold War. You know that culture guy. Really feel like our IWS students don't really know who the presidents were during the Cold War or any of the communist leaders. They have no idea what they even looked like.
Well, let's just show them.
Yeah!
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Miss your old familiar friends waiting to surround the bed. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, a light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. But when it hasn't been your day, week, month, then your year. But I'll be there for you. When the day starts to go, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you. 'Cause I'm there for you too. And I say,
Welcome to the IWS Spelling Bee.
Listen to the buzz. An old school competition is about to capture your attention. To award-winning books, to the glitz of Hollywood. You want to win what?
I want to win a national spelling bee!
More and more Americans are being swept up by the drama of the bee.
We have our last two competitors going at it today. We have that culture guy and Louis the 14th. Let's get started. That culture guy, you will get us started. We are spelling Cold War leader names. First one, that culture guy. Nikita Khrushchev.
I'm sorry, what?
Nikita Khrushchev.
Sentence, please?
Khrushchev was the Soviet leader during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Nikita Khrushchev. Nikita space KRUSHAVOCICH. Nikita Khrushchev.
Not even close. Louis the 14th, you're up next. Our next leader, JFK. JFK, I should know this. JFK was the president of the United States during the Cuban Missile Crisis. JFK. I'm gonna go with my gut here. Is it JFK?
Correct!
Louis the 14th, back to you for round 2. Your name is Harry Truman. Harry Truman. You know what? I need a sentence, please. Harry Truman was the U.S. president who passed the Truman Doctrine, stating that the U.S. would intervene in any country trying to reject communism. Harry space Truman. Harry Truman. Book it.
Amazing!
That culture guy, your round 2 leader. The name? Leonid Brezhnev.
Say what?
Leonid Brezhnev. Brezhnev passed the Brezhnev Doctrine, stating that the Soviet Union could interfere in any country to help strengthen communism.
Because that helps me. Leonid Brezhnev. Leonardo space DA space BRANCIAO. Leonid Brezhnev.
No.
Round 3, that culture guy, you're up. Your word? Mikhail Gorbachev.
Oh, come on.
Gorbachev was the Soviet leader when it collapsed in 1991.
Mikhail. Yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev. It's MIKHAIL space GORBACHEVE. No, not that last E. Not that last E.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Louis the 14th, this is for the game. George H.W. Bush. Oh, for the game. Come on, Louis, you got this. George H.W. Bush. Oh, didn't he have a son who became president too? Yes, he did, in fact. Here he is, George W. Bush.
It is I, George W. Bush. And you might remember the W stands for what's up?
Oh, piece of cake. GEORGE space H.W. space BUSH. Game.
Oh, does he do it? Our IWS Cold War Spelling Bee champion, Louis the 14th!
Now let's see what's going on with that culture guy.
Today in That Culture Guy, we're going through the decades of the Cold War. We're gonna go rapid fire starting with the 1950s. Ready? Let's go. Color TV. Elvis Presley.
Thank you very much.
Civil rights movement. Space race.
We got this. We gotta beat the Soviets. We're gonna get there first.
McDonald's chain opens. Bobby Fischer, a 14-year-old boy, wins a U.S. chess championship. The hula hoop is created. 1960s, rapid fire. Hippies. Vietnam War.
Men, we gotta find Charlie. That's our enemy.
Charlie? Charlie? Who's this Charlie guy? More Elvis.
Thank you very much.
The Beatles. I Have a Dream. The Berlin Wall.
Not bad. What is this, concrete?
JFK is assassinated. We landed on the moon. That's it. It's not all it's cracked out to be. 1970s, rapid fire, go. Disco. We're still in the Vietnam War.
Charlie. Charlie. We can never find him.
Star Wars is created. Keith, you want to go see the new Star Wars movie?
Sure, but bet you $20 it's gonna be a total bust.
Okay, you're off. Richard Nixon resigns. The first video game ever created called Pong. 1980s, rapid fire, go. Berlin Wall falls.
Take it down! Take it down!
The eruption of Mount St. Helens. You want to go mountain climbing?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Cool. Oh.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
sounds
good.
good.
I'm feeling a little tight today. Need a nap. The Rubik's Cube, the first cell phone ever invented. Everyone's favorite game, Pac-Man, is invented. Deer near the border of the Czech Republic and Germany still refuse to cross from one side to the other. Apparently, they had come to expect an electric shock from one of the border fences.
No way!
Wait!
Russian officials thought that the building in the center of the Pentagon was a secret meeting room. In reality, it was only a hot dog stand.
No way.
Way!
The CIA once planned to secretly cut Fidel Castro's beard in order to discredit his public image.
No way!
Way.
During the Cold War, the CIA undertook something called Operation Kitty. If you assumed it had to do with cats, you were right! They spent $15 million on equipping cats with spy equipment.
No way.
Way!
In an attempt to demonstrate superiority, the US considered detonating a nuclear bomb on the moon.
No way!
Way.
Between 1960 and 1968, the US Air Force always kept at least one nuclear-armed bomber in constant flight called Operation Chrome Dome.
No way.
Way. Now let's go live back to the classroom, room 133, the classroom of champions, to Mr. Plock for IWS Now. Thank you for watching today's program. We'll see you next Friday.